Hi, I'm Andre Tilley. Today we're going to be going around campus and talking about what the hardest part about growing up actually is. The hardest part about growing up is?
Probably moving around and making new friends, going to different schools. I'm from the beach, and there's a lot of military people, and you move around a lot because your dad's like getting stationed in different places. So making new friends and beginning new grades at schools and stuff, I guess, is pretty hard. But growing up is very fun.
I'd say the hardest part about growing up is also the best thing about growing up. You know, you're older, so you have more freedom, but you have a lot more responsibility, and you're held responsible for your actions growing up. You know, whereas, you know, as a little kid, you're a kid running around naked, it's like, oh, he's so cute, he's just a kid. But as a grown-ass man, as a grown man running around naked, like, people are like, that's socially unacceptable, put clothes on, etc., etc. But on the other hand, I can go buy a beer if I want to, which you can't do as a kid. So, like, you know, learning your place, especially in that awkward stage where your parents are still paying for things, but you're now a man, learning your place is most definitely the hardest thing about growing up.
All right, what would you say the hardest part about growing up is?
Having to learn lessons. It's just hard to have to admit that you're wrong and try and make up for it.
Probably the hardest part for me growing up was finding out that I couldn't be a professional Lego builder.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tragic. It's very tragic. Hardest part about growing up. Go.
I guess it would probably have to be learning how to make friends when you're young and all the different levels you have to go through with making friends and keeping friends and knowing who's cool and who's not cool and all the different social pieces of being in school.
I think I'd have to say learning that I can't play with my Barbies anymore.
Cut it. It's just way too tragic. What's the hardest part about growing up?
Realizing that my mom isn't celibate.